Hi, I'm Adam Meyer of Mill City Lutherie in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and in this video I'm going to be doing a neck reset on a Gibson Les Paul. This guitar is from the early 80s. It is a Les Paul Deluxe with the mini humbuckers. The deal with this guitar is that it is short tenon, or I'm not sure the exact name. There are the Les Pauls, the vintage style, that have the long tenon that goes all the way underneath the humbucker. This guitar, I suspect, fell over while it was in the case because peg head didn't break, but we had the neck come loose at the body. I'll show how I go about diagnosing that and the method of getting the neck removed. We do not need to change the neck angle on this because this isn't like an acoustic guitar or semi-hollow where the body can kind of buckle under time a little bit and you need to add more angle like a flat top acoustic needs. So we're going to go through, get this off, get it refitted. I'll show you some examples of the different types of neck tenons that have been used over the years. Show you an example of one of the guitars I make, and then we'll go through, get this put back together.
So here's a picture I found on Google Images. This picture's been around for a long time. I've seen it for many years talking to people about these things. At the bottom you can see the long tenon. That's what like the famed 59 Les Pauls, that's how they were built. It's transitional, or it's not quite as long. This guitar has the short tenon. This was started being used in trying to speed up production. You can see at the bottom and kind of the side closest towards the pickup how there's just so much gap there. I'm never a fan of trying to glue anything together on an instrument where you have a gap like that and the glue just isn't going to build up and hold. As it cures, it will leave little air pockets, and those air pockets just aren't going to hold up over time. As you can see here, I can get the corner of a feeler gauge to go in the seam between the body and the neck heel. I did attempt to try and clamp this back together. I also tried wiggling it just to kind of see if you can tell if maybe something's broken or not, but it was rock solid as it is. But you just can't leave a gap like that. Over time, things are only going to get worse with this. In a way, it was fortunate that this little piece of wood had broken out because I can take a flashlight and get a good peek inside the neck pocket. I'm able to tell where the seam is on either side of the neck tenon, and I also can tell just how deep I need to go when I drill for the heater needle to go in. This is the scariest part of the entire project, getting the neck off of the guitar. What I did is, since I do my videos on my phone and I didn't know how long this was going to take, I just took a still picture. I took out 3 frets, drilled where I measured based off of being able to see in the neck pocket where I think the seams would be, and to the depth of the bottom of or where the bottom of the neck pocket would be. You can actually feel as you're drilling when you kind of hit that pocket because it's not solid anymore. And what I did is I just went add a little bit of water down each of the holes, and then just took the time to go around, kind of just keep going one by one, alternating sides, just allowing the neck joint to kind of warm up and get the glue to soften until it finally let loose. All right, let's get a quick peek here. Got all the glue cleaned off the heel and on sides here, and as you can see, the bottom here, it angles up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to square this off and square this off, get it nice and flat. See, it's not perfectly flat. And then I'm going to put glue on a piece of maple here, and I'm going to it'll be flat, but by the time I'm done with it, it'll be a wedge shape because I want to make this flat all the way back to the end. So here's the shim. Use whatever wood. I went with mahogany because the body's mahogany. I could have used maple or something, the neck's maple, whatever.
but that, that's not the big deal. But I trimmed it to size. I got it close, and got it real close in thickness, and I taped it to a block, and I'd go single strokes one direction, kind of keep it flat as possible. Put it in there, and you check to see if you've got gap yet. You want to get it so that it fits right. Glue will make it swell a little bit. It's pretty darn close. So when you get to this point, I'll just, the back end's a little bit thick yet. Just then you go back. You just keep checking until you get it to fit. And that's what that'll be. Time to get all the frets back in. Have the other ones in. Mark which side goes in, which is base side. And I'll, since I had to pull them, gotta make sure, get them kind of rounded down at the ends. Going to take a close look here. I have the neck glued on, as you can see. All right, taking a close look here. I'm going to follow up behind with just a little right there, a little exposed wood. I'm going to put on a little bit of red touch-up paint and down along here as well. Now, it's mostly to hide my work. I'm not doing major touch-up because like this here on the neck heel, that was there originally. And we've got, well-played guitar rubbed through the red here. So just going to follow through to kind of hide my work, make sure that this looks like it's never had any work done to it before. There you have it. Guitar is completed. It's holding together really well, plays good, sounds good. I did do a little bit of fret dressing up at the top, just when you're having to glue a neck back together, like even if it's an acoustic or something, trying to get things to fit back together, the frets don't always lay perfectly flat, so I didn't get a little video of that, but I did a little bit there. This is not all that uncommon if you have an older semi-hollow style guitar like a 335 or Epiphone Casinos. I've done neck resets on those over the years. Just over time, the body, just like an acoustic guitar, will tend to buckle a little bit, so you need to take the neck off, angle it back, so you get some adjustment back in the bridge. Anyways, the idea was not to do like a major touch-up on this, because this is a well-worn guitar. To have like a strip around the neck block that's resprayed and stuff is going to definitely give away that there was an issue there. This, everything blends together, got the dings and everything, got shrunken edges where the binding meets and stuff, so it blends together really well and kind of masks that anything was really need to be done to this guitar. So if you have concerns or a guitar that needs issues like this repaired, or any other videos that I've done, questions about that, my contact information is at the end, and we'll see you in the next video.